Hello guys, welcome to NX video new video, and in this video I'm gonna give an update on the price of Bitcoin. And as we can see, since Bitcoin lost our 29,000 level, we've been holding the top of our channel as support for about 5 weeks now. So so far we've been holding this the top of channel support, which was basically what we were expecting, and now we want to know if what Bitcoin is going to do next. So for Bitcoin to be holding the top of our channel for the last 5 weeks, including this week, is remarkable, because we can see that this channel is actually being respected. So that's why we keep talking about this channel all the time. So last time the price was above this channel, it didn't last. It lasted only for 2 weeks, but this time we're seeing that it's been over 12 weeks now above this channel. So something must be happening, or it looks like Bitcoin wants to establish this the top of this channel as support, as he failed the previous attempt on the bull market. So as you guys can see, we trying to bring new patterns, trying to understand previous patterns on the price action, and trying to come up with the similar pattern and see if Bitcoin is going to behave the way it behaved on the previous cycle. We can see that these we are using arcs. This is a tool that we can use on TradeView. So basically we use this arc to understand the parabolic move of Bitcoin, and how we respected the bottom of the arc and the middle or the top of the arc as well. You can see that Bitcoin found support and bounced inside the arc, and when the moment it came out of the arc, it was already the acceleration process, and when it came back and started breaking, we entered the bear market. So the same thing happened on the 2019 bull market, 18-19 bull market, where we saw the same pattern, although we know that Bitcoin quickly moved outside the arc, found resistance exactly the our 13,000 level, and start breaking inside again. So basically return to find support inside the arc. So as we can see as well, the moment we broke outside this arc, and tried to go back again and start getting rejected, we basically we entered the bear market. So we believe, based on this pattern, you can see that Bitcoin is now mimicking this exactly point. The only difference between this and this is that Bitcoin was trying to get out of this arc as quickly as possible, but it was too fast and returned to actually find support and continue inside the arc. The same thing could be happening as well on the beginning of this bull market, but many people believe we are not starting a bull market, but based on the shape of this pattern, we can assume that we are just at the beginning of a bull market. And we can see that Bitcoin basically accelerated to the arc, got rejected, and now is possibly consolidating. As we can see, is possibly consolidating to somehow either see a quick drop to find support at the bottom of this arc, or continue this sideways movement and protecting our 23,000 level. So I can see there's a confluence between the top of our channel, our 23,000 level, which I always say that is in the worst case scenario, that must only if Bitcoin quickly drop and close a candle above this area or above the top of our channel, that would still be bullish, as Bitcoin could quickly come, bounce, found support, and start moving to challenge 29,000 level again, and probably get rejected again. But the price must stay respect the bottom of this arc, like it did on the previous patterns or cycles. So that's why I believe the top of this chart is being respected. We can see there's a pattern. We are comparing the three, and so far there's no issue on this pattern. We think this is following as it should be. We don't know whether up or down, but it should be up, rejecting, down to find support, or sideways, very boring sideways movement with a little pump and dumps, but always respecting our 23,000 level and the bottom of this arc. So based on this, we can say that this is a great moment to accumulate and to prepare for the impulse that might come after Bitcoin actually finds support around this area. I believe the 23,000 level is a level that should provide some level of support. If not, we know that we're going to be in trouble, because we're going to be going inside this channel again, breaking major support, which was previous resistance, and that wouldn't be good for Bitcoin. That would mean that we were going to see lower prices in this case. But as far as if Bitcoin preserve this area, moving sideways or with a little bit of ups and downs, but maintaining this area as support, we could see the next move bouncing to next Fibonacci level, or basically for the first Fibonacci level we need to take out is our 29,000 level. So based on this analysis, I would like to add the DXY, of course. We can see that Bitcoin is now breaking the top this major resistance line, which he has done previously a couple of times. But what we can see on the weekly time frame is that Bitcoin, we only see the acceleration process and the top of the bull market when the DXY turns from gray to red in this case. Once again, Bitcoin will only see the top of the bull market and top and the acceleration process, the acceleration phase, moving from green or from silver to red. And as we can see, currently Bitcoin is still on the what we are considering to be the bottom of the bear market. You can see is when DXY lost and printed this major candle, showing that the DXY was actually becoming weak. The trend was reversing on DXY. So this exactly marking the bottom and the top of the bottom of our channel as well, and the bottom of the arc as well. And Bitcoin went on this massive gain, and while the DXY continued to show weakness, and so far as DXY found support at this major moving average on the super gap indicator, briefly broke this support, but again bounced to challenge the top of this downward trend, which should be a resistance level. But the moment the DXY broke this level, we can see that Bitcoin went quiet. We can see the Bitcoin is not able to retest our 29,000 level again. It's moving sideways for the past 5 weeks. We can see after the break of this trend line showing strength, there was a bounce on Bitcoin that was short-lived, which means the DXY was becoming more, was actually reversing the trend on DXY. The DXY was becoming stronger than before. So we believe that this pattern actually is more in line on the weekly time frame, is more in line with our recent discovery, basically. So we went back to see actually that this is the final phase of the bull market. This is the final phase of the bull market, and the green, when the super gap is green and silver on the weekly time frame, is basically the bottom of the market. So this is where the bottom of the market was marked when the DXY started losing strength, started to print many red candles in a row, showing signs of weakness. We can see that Bitcoin actually bottomed. So Bitcoin basically bottomed when the DXY started printing red candles, many red candles in a row, showing signs of trend reversal. This is where Bitcoin found support inside our this arc and started the bull run. And this confirmation, the confirmation from that the bull market, the bottom was in and the price was about to move higher, is when the DXY broke this level. You can see the DXY broke this level, this major trend line to the upside, got rejected, found support and bounce. But this bounce was actually, we can call it a double top on the DXY. He just went to double top, and from that double top on the DXY, he actually confirmed That's why we call it bull market confirmation. It confirmed that Bitcoin was about to move and enter or start measure the second part of the bull or the market acceleration. Basically, we can see final support at the top of this channel, bounced, but then got rejected. Getting rejected at this level, we can see what happened to the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin kept finding support at the bottom of this arc and move higher. Moving higher, and by the moment Bitcoin, the DXY or the super gap indicator moved from silver or gray to red, it was and started testing this downward trend line is when the top was in. That's why we are calling the bull market top 2017. So the same thing happened in 2019, 2018. The bottom was seen. Because of this, the behavior of Bitcoin was completely different compared to other cycles. On this cycle, it went out of this chart too soon. So, which means he had to come down and respect the arc. So that's why we are not considering this to be the bottom, although it is the bottom. We are considering that the DXY only showed volatility, or mark its top exactly on this crash. When Bitcoin came to find support at this arc is when DXY mark its highest level after starting this green period, which is usually the bottom of the market. That's why we are calling the bottom on this occasion, not on this one. Just because of the DXY, you can see that we saw the higher volatility on the DXY or higher value after this event or during this event. So we are calling the bottom here and not here, but although all this area is the area of accumulation, all the green area is where there is accumulation phase before we enter the acceleration phase. So we can see that after this major drop, Bitcoin kept going up, found support at the exactly at the bottom of this arc, and we can see that at the same time the super gap indicator was moving from gray to red. So from gray to red, found support at this arc, we saw a major acceleration in the price of Bitcoin, marking the top of the bull market, corresponding as well with the DXY retesting this area for the first time, this downward trend line for the first time, which marked the top of the bull market. So we believe that the same thing happened when red moved the DXY started the silver, moved into green. It was the beginning it was forming the bottom, the current bottom on this cycle. You can see how Bitcoin moved higher and reached its highest level at this level, and when it started printing red candles, many red candles in a row, especially this big one, which actually showed that the trend was reversing, is when we found the bottom of the market, of the bull market, which actually coincided with the bottom of the channel and started this arc. It was already the bottom of this arc as well. And as we moved from green to gray, we believe that this process is very similar to this one. We already broke the top of this channel. We already broke the top of this trend line. And the super gap is moving from gray to green again. But it's just to basically, we believe there could be the strength of dollar is not likely to impact Bitcoin based on this, or what happened on this bull market, which ended on 2017. So basically, the super gap dollar gaining strength possibly coming to do a double top. We believe that we already marked where it might be coming to do a double top, and it could be around March 2024. We can see the XY slowly moving higher just to come and get rejected. Similar, Bitcoin could be repeating the same pattern, which means this cycle could be the DXY is behaving the same way or the way it did on 2016. So basically, breaking this downward trend line and form a double top. In this case, breaking this downward trend line, most likely, or there is a possibility to come and find a double top around this area. And by the moment we see this double top and Bitcoin start rejecting, and DXY start rejecting this level, we could see Bitcoin actually respecting this arc, basically breaking this downward trend line, double top, and Bitcoin coming to find support on this arc and continue to move higher. So we still have a lot of space to move, whether up or down or sideways. We don't know yet, but we know that the dollar might gain strength. But if it double tops, if the DXY double tops around February 2024 and start losing strength, we can basically assume that this trend might be resembling what happened in 2016 bull market. So double top, finding resistance, and Bitcoin somehow finding support on this arc and start moving higher. This is what the scenario we are expecting. So we believe that as long as Bitcoin doesn't break this arc to the downside, DXY moving higher is not important. It's basically is preparing for a bigger momentum on the price of Bitcoin compared to 2016 bull market acceleration. So basically, we are entering in a second phase of the bull market, like we did here. Bitcoin went up very quickly, came out of the arc, and then had to return back. We know that when this happened, people were thinking that the market was being manipulated or somehow, but we can now see that now it was actually part of the process. The only thing is that Bitcoin was going too fast and not respecting major trend in this case. So as we moved higher a little bit fast, or we had to actually find resistance on this arc, and possibly gonna have to find support around it before we move higher again. So that's the update for today, guys. We are still waiting for the bull market confirmation. As you can see, we don't know whether the confirmation is going to happen within this time frame or only after the DXY double top in this case. So we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much.